Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you about 3 examples of successful companies that are attracting in their ideal clients and systematically moving them into high-paying clients for their business. If you want more clients in 2019, I thought what better way than to look at some successful companies and see what they're doing to land their ideal clients. All right, so I just want to clarify what our kind of objectives are so that we can see what we're trying to achieve. So if you want new clients signing up and paying you, there's a good chance if they're going to buy your service at $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000 a month that they're going to need to get on a discovery call. They're going to need to see if it's a fit to work with you and your business. And before they're going to be feeling comfortable wanting to get onto that discovery call, they're going to need to know, like, and trust you. There's a number of ways for you to create this know, like, and trust. And what you're going to see in these examples is people use different tools or conversion assets in their business to create this know, like, and trust factor. And you can use any one of these in your business, but ultimately what I want you to get from this is that they need to know, like, and trust you. You need to push them to a discovery call. And ultimately, if you're going to sign them up as a client, this is the process that most businesses follow in order to create a lead generation system that brings in ideal prospects, heats them up, ultimately gets them on a discovery call, fit, no fit, and then turns them into high-paying clients. All right, so here's the first example. What I've done is I've given you the URL for the company. This is an accounting company in Mississauga, Ontario, and the way they've set their content up is they use free content, YouTube videos, and blog posts essentially to bring in their ideal prospects. And they do a really good job of this. I'm going to show you a sample of what they do. They push people to either jump on a call or to download their lead magnet. When they download the lead magnet or jump on the call, they get put onto the autoresponder, and ultimately they continuously drip out the new content they create for their marketplace. And then they go to that call form or they go to the thank you page. This is a very simple process, but you can see how effective it is for this accounting firm. And what I've done is I've taken a screenshot of what they have on their homepage and their YouTube channel. So this is a local accountant creating content. He's getting 2,000, 3,000, sometimes 7,000 views. This is his primary way of driving ideal prospects to his company. He puts out good quality content. I wouldn't say all the time, but generally he's been doing it fairly consistently over the last 24 to 36 months. He's got 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Ultimately, you land on his page. He's pushing you right here with the orange button to request a free consultation, or if you're not ready for that, to download his lead magnet. And those are really the primary 2 calls to action on his page. And this is how he's bringing in those prospects. When they're ready to jump on that call, they jump on the call with him. If they're not ready, they download this download this free content that he has. He has 3 different pieces, puts them on their list, and then systematically drips out content until they're ready to interact with him. When you download the lead magnet, you get brought to a page that looks like this. And what you'll see is a typical squeeze page. This person is obviously not in the internet marketing space. I wouldn't say this is very sophisticated, but it's great for this type of business. He's got 3 lead magnets, like I said. It's really going to speak to some of his buyer personas. Again, there are things about this that I don't like, but the process is working for him. You can see that he's generating a ton of leads. If you jump onto his YouTube channel, you'll see there are plenty of people interacting with his content. One thing I don't like here is this is outdated. He's not updated this recently. These are 2 new ones, but he left his old guide there, which I think he should probably take down. And then once you download it, what ends up happening is he brings you to a page that looks like this. So this is the first point where I would say this is a poor use of a thank you page. I would much prefer to see a video here where he's continuing to engage and invite people to go to the next step in the process. But again, as far as accounting firms are concerned, this is somebody who's driving a ton of warm leads into his business using a very systematic process, heating people up on autopilot and ultimately pushing them to a phone call where he is landing high-paying clients. All right, so example number 2 is a marketing company that works with cleaning companies. I have actually interviewed the owner, so I have some insight into this particular business. And what I wanted to show you is his system is a little bit different. He uses podcasts, blogs, and paid ads. So he does all three, and that's what he drives into his website. His website offers free online training. When you sign up for that training, you get put onto the email list. He has an auto webinar, and this is how he heats people up systematically. At the end of the webinar, you get an offer for his coaching, or you get on a discovery call, and that's how he moves people through his process. And again, I wanted to show you screenshots just so you can see how he does this. So again, he's using his content to drive people to his homepage. When you land on the homepage, the call to action is, want a 7-figure automated cleaning company? Come watch this. And what ends up happening is you get brought to an automated webinar where you're able to pick which time slot you want to work with. Again, he's selling to non-marketers, he's selling to business owners, and these business owners don't necessarily even realize that it's an automated webinar, but it's a very effective strategy for him to bring them in, systematically heat them up, and then ultimately push them to a phone call or to buy his core service after they've spent 45 minutes to an hour and a half getting great value from him in an automated fashion. All right, so the last one that I want to show you, this is another example. These guys do practice acceleration for physiotherapists. They're in the medical space. He has a podcast, he has a blog, he has paid ads. He's a bit more sophisticated in terms of his marketing. This is probably a $10 million plus business. He has free online training or a lead magnet, which pushes you into an email list, and then you have simultaneously two things happening. But if you go to the free training, you're going to watch an auto webinar, and then you're going to end up with an offer and ultimately pushed onto a discovery call. If you download the lead magnet, you're going to get brought to a thank you video, which is really compelling and ultimately pushes you to book a free discovery call. And what you can see is this is a very systematic process, moving leads into warm leads, heating them up in a systematic way, and then ultimately pushing them to that discovery call when they're ready so that they can get on the phone and close and become high-paying clients for his business. So this is a screenshot of his homepage. What ends up happening is you get a free download if you try to leave the page. And so if you download this, it brings you through. I'm going to show you the process. This is just another screenshot of the homepage. This is his automated webinar. This is where he's trying to push us to the on-demand training for the practice acceleration that he's trying to sell people. And you can see his podcast is down here. He's got tons of new content. That's what's driving traffic along with ads. He is spending money on ads as well. But like I said, this is an 8-figure business. So here is his automated webinar. You land on here and you're going to see that he's pushing people to come in and watch that. It's very clean. You can see how physiotherapists or other medical professionals would come in and certainly jump in, watch this content, spend an hour with him, and feel that they understand that he could add a ton of value to their business. And ultimately, that's going to get them to the point where they're ready to jump on that discovery call. And if you download his lead magnet, like I was saying, he sends you to a thank you page, tells you that it's on its way, should be there shortly. And in the meantime, he has a video that auto plays walking you through the value that he can derive. Essentially, he's not asking you to leave like we saw with the accountant in the first example. He's inviting you to the next level, which is some free training that he's put together. It's a 5 or 7 minute video where he's again trying to heat people up, ultimately getting them to the point where they're going to feel comfortable filling in a form and getting to the point where they're willing to sit down and have that discovery call. And that discovery call is really a fit, no fit for his business. All right, so hopefully you got something from this video. If you did, I just wanted to make available for you, if you want, you can download my free step-by-step guide for either setting up Calendly or Book Like a Boss. Both of these are online scheduling calendars that will allow your prospects to move through in a very similar fashion, land on your calendar, and ultimately book a call with you. They're both step-by-step guides that will show you how to set up either Calendly or Book Like a Boss so that you can implement this in your business and ultimately allow your prospects to move through your marketing system and get to the point where they book a call with you. All right, guys, I hope you got something from this video. If you did, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below.